We out here, man.
Oh, let me
Get them tabs off. It's go time.
Yeah,
It's show time.
put my
It's
shit
bro
on
time.
in airplane mode. So
How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Another episode of For the Culture Live here. I'm your host, Nicky Alexander. Here to my left is my co-host.
Your boy, Ty Sterling, a.k.a. Comedy Bones.
What it do, baby?
What's good?
What's good? You tell me first. I asked you first, man.
Nothing, man. I'm excited for my show coming up on Wednesday, man.
So Tony has his first, booked gig in L.A.?
Yeah.
Or second booked gig? Is it with money? First with money.
First.
So let's give it up for Tony for getting paid. It is get some paper out here.
Yeah. Doing my first 10 minutes.
Money. So you're doing 10 minutes.
Yeah.
When is it again?
Wednesday the 9th at the McFadden Public Market in Santa Ana. It's an hour and 15 minutes away from LA. So if you don't show up, I don't blame you. It's far.
But if everybody who's in Santa Ana, you know what I'm saying, pull up our Santa Ana fan base. You know what I'm saying? You out there doing it with CPU Zone. Paul.
Yep. So, Paul's the one that put me on, my dog.
Yeah. You know, Paul be producing
shows. Shout out to Paul.
He hold it down, Paul Antonio. You excited about this gig? You feel ready? You tuning up? You doing some workout spots before that?
I had stuff that I wrote out before, and basically what I just been doing, going from mic to mic, sometimes like 2 mics in a night, 3 mics in a night, and just like working and tuning out the jokes, and making sure they're tight, like you told me.
Yeah. So you feel good. And
I feel good.
A couple sets in before the show.
Yeah, just practicing it, trying to find a good order to put them all in.
Yeah,
so it flows good. That's about it.
Just have fun, man. Just have fun. I mean, look, the best thing is if the show don't work out, you was in Santa Ana, so nobody saw you anyway.
I'm not back home, so I can.
But no, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I mean, I think Paul kind of knows what it takes to have a good show, and as a host, he probably do his thing, set you up in the right way, and all you gotta do is just do your set, man, and just let the people enjoy you. And no, that's dope, man. I'm proud of you, son.
Appreciate that, bro.
Cause you shine like one.
You shine like one. Real sentimental. Thanks.
Thanks. Haley, how you doing? Haley says she gave me the dude, bro.
Is that Hang 10?
Something.
Yeah.
I have it.
Where are you from again?
I'm not mic'd, bro.
And it's okay.
I'm from DC.
He's from
got
DC.
you. I don't know if they do that in DC, but
No, they don't.
that's the Rock does that.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you see The Rock on Twitter? He was playing the baby right in the background, and the only reason he was playing the baby because in the chorus he goes, "I'm about to beat a nigga up like I'm The Rock." And when that part plays, The Rock looks at the camera and he does the eyebrow. I was like, if The Rock says it's a good song, it's a good song, nigga.
Name dropped him and everything.
Yeah, and like somebody put on Twitter was like, I don't know, but The Rock has always been that dude that looks like he don't use the word nigga. But if he used the word nigga, I'm not going to say anything because who's going to check The Rock for saying the word nigga? He was like, nobody.
Yeah, nobody. The Rock looks fucking bigger than he ever has. Like, I do not want no parts of that man.
Yeah, but he's half black. He talks about it.
I mean, he could say nigga. Like, I mean, if The Rock can say his nigga's flying with me. It's fine with me.
Yeah, like back home, me and my homeboy Plus,
right?
We were saying like our whole thing was like, if you're not black, stop saying nigga, right? Mm-hmm. But we also have like this other thing is like, if you too hood for me, say whatever the fuck you want because I don't want them problems, nigga. I'm not. Yeah. Like there's a couple of dudes like in Hialeah, like the real goon ass like Chicos that you just like, well, if you say nigga, you got to say nigga.
If that's what you felt comfortable saying, you had to get it off your chest. Who am I to stop you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We definitely you got to pick your battles. But yeah, if The Rock is letting the word nigga fly, well, one, he's black, so it's like, he's a person of color. He understands what it's about. So yeah, I'm not gonna challenge The Rock. And that motherfucker's just too big right now.
Yeah, he's humongous.
His neck is chiseled, man. His neck can do 6 push-ups.
This man works out like 3 times a day, and he eats like 6 times a day.
Yeah. He's like 50 years old now.
I can't eat that much.
It's crazy how he's like one of the. I mean, now you got to say arguably one of the biggest superstars ever.
Yeah.
Like
he did wrestling, acting,
and
he even hopped on a truck with Wyclef. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
burn out, burn out.
When you pull up in the club, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I forgot how the lyrics used to go. If you ain't swearing, people ain't caring. Come up in the hood, taking everything you wearing. Yeah. The Wyclef really did a collab with The Rock, and then The Rock in the video did the whole He did his signature move in the club. That was funny. funny. Yo, I got to give it to The Rock. I actually felt like if The Rock wanted to, he's one of these talented people. Like he was legit. Like I used to watch those openings, right? Like on YouTube when I binge, and he was legit doing like stand-up sets.
Yeah.
He'd come out into an arena, fucking 15, 20,000 people, and would captivate the audience's attention for like a good 5 to 10 minutes. And he was so fucking funny. Like whoever was writing his jokes, oh man, like
he just
The
knew how to
Rock could have
deliver.
definitely he could definitely do stand up if he wants to. Like I think if he wanted to share stories and talk
He got
about
that energy.
fighting Vin Diesel, he's a performer. I mean, he at his core, he's just a charismatic like entertainer, man. And he's always had it. Like I was a big fan of The Rock because that was my era, the SmackDown Attitude era. WWF, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I pretty much followed The Rock his whole career.
Yeah.
And man, shout out to The Rock. Catching up. So outside of, you looking forward to the gig, anything else you did this week? How was your week?
I didn't really do much. I just worked.
Okay.
Work, and then just work on my comedy.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today, we want to get this off by some hip hop beef that's been that set Twitter and the whole NBA on fire. So Dame Lillard, aka Dollar Dame, and
Dame Dollar,
and again, him and Shaq traded bars on some songs. Shaq Fu Stickins, whatever Shaq calls himself. They went at it for a couple of records. Dame actually put out another song. I didn't hear the.
You put another one?
Yeah, he dropped another one called like the case is closed or something like that. So like to answer Shaq. But me and Ty, we listened to both the Shaq and the Dame records, and we are divided on who got the best of who on a record. So Ty, I'm gonna let you go first and make your case.
This why I say, right? Dame shit was fire, right? Like I give it 9 out of 10, right? And I'll probably give Shaq's 9 out of 10 too, but. The reason why I gave Shaq the edge is because Shaq spoke the truth. Dame lost me when he said Kobe won you them rings. His shit cap. That shit cap. You lying now. You just talking out of your ass. You just saying anything and it sound good, but it's not true. When Shaq was spitting, he was saying some real shit. You'll never be Westbrook. You'll never be Stephen Curry. I like that shit.
Okay, but why does he need to be Westbrook when he beat Westbrook?
Doesn't matter.
He beat him though.
But he didn't get an MVP. I'm saying, like, that's what he's saying. Like, individually, you'll just never be as good as him. Like, your team beat OKC.
I don't know if I want to hold somebody up to that just because that is not the truth. Like,
if you
like Ice Cube said all them niggas on NW had AIDS and be sucking dick, but that wasn't true. It was just a good bar to listen to, and it was a fire diss record.
Eazy-E did have AIDS.
Well, at the time, though, like, he was saying that they did gay shit and it's sucking on Ren's dick, like, when he was doing that.
Okay.
And that wasn't true. Tupac said he fucked his wife, Biggie's wife.
Sucking on the dick is a metaphor for you being up his ass. It's not really,
You're right.
Not literally sucking his dick, but just you basically, Eazy-E is the main guy and you kind of just feeding off of him to get where you at. He didn't literally mean sucking dick.
Okay, what about Tupac saying he fucked Faith? That wasn't true. But
are you sure?
I can confirm 97.5%.
Okay, see, that's the thing. Like, I wasn't sure if it was true or not. I didn't believe it, but I didn't not believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the middle. I didn't know.
He sold it in the performance of the song, but like, there's a lot of stuff in Hit 'Em Up where it's just like it's just saying things. But just like where in the song where Shaq is dissing Dame. Granted, it's true. Yes, Shaq has accumulated more financials than Dame has as a player or whatever like that. But like. That's all he talked about.
I give a fuck about a dollar.
Right, that's all he talked about for the record. Like, bragging about money.
That's his position at this point. He's not a baller no more.
But what did he do that was clever? Like, even with punchlines, right? Dame with the flash line, talking about the rings, Shaq paying for pussy and tricking. Like, that shit was funny and was some dope ball. I don't think Shaq hit him with anything clever. He just was like more so, y'all need to pull up and show me respect because I got mad money and I got the rings. What you got? Like, that's just not clever to me.
I think
that's not clever.
I just think Dame is out of his league when he fucking with Shaq and it comes to the music because
how?
Are you gonna let me say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So they asked him, I don't know what interview it was, they asked him, like, do you think you're a better rapper than Shaq? He could have said, yeah, and left it at that. But what he said was he discredited Shaq's rapping altogether by saying, people don't recognize Shaq as a rapper. They just see it as a basketball player rapping. When people see me rap, they see me as a rapper and they see me as a basketball player. Did you forget Shaq went platinum?
Oh, okay. Well, this is where.
How many platinum records does Dame have?
But listen, let me.
No, you can't. No.
make a case.
You can't disrespect me like that.
Eddie Murphy went platinum. Does that make him a great R&B singer?
Okay.
Do you acknowledge Eddie
but-
Murphy as a singer?
Hold on. If I start singing right now and me and Eddie Murphy get into a beef and I don't have a platinum record, I can't really say nothing to him, dog. What am I gonna say to him?
Do you consider Eddie Murphy a singer?
No, but I'm not a singer though. I don't have no beef with him. I'm not a singer. So me and him not
Okay,
going back
so
and
if
forth.
Jamie Foxx got into R&B beef with Eddie, though,
Uh-huh.
Jamie is a legitimate R&B
He
singer.
got platinum records though.
He does.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great rappers who don't get platinum. That shouldn't be the cap of just because you didn't go platinum mean you're a legit
I'm
rapper.
just saying though, but
Because how many niggas went platinum that ain't really like a rapper like that? Because
There's a couple.
You consider Vanilla Ice a rapper?
no, but Vanilla Ice Baby was like one of the top songs in the nation at the time.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
like
we gotta-
he made good music for the time. The
Okay.
same thing with Shaq.
Do we think Shaq made good music for the time? I think
like-
Shaq has memorable songs.
Yeah, well, see, I don't
quantify it as really good
I don't
quality
like
rap?
I don't like Shaq's rapping per se. I like his music. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, you got
Like
to.
for example,
make sense to me.
for example, I don't like 2 Chainz rap. To me, he's not a good rapper, but he makes good songs.
Okay.
Like
so
his lyrics are not good.
you don't think his lyrics are good?
No,
In skill level, technique?
no,
any
but
of those
the
things,
songs be
technical
good
stuff.
though.
But you like, okay, so you like the songs.
You listen to the Baby, right?
Yes. I'm
Almost
familiar.
every single song sounds the same. Almost every song. If you
But
listen
this
to
is his first album, though. So this is his sound for the
his
time
first
being.
album, even if you listen to the last one with Suge.
Okay,
and-
I'm not up on those.
Okay, but if you listen to all his music, they all sound the same, and he all has the same flow on all of them.
Okay.
All have the same flow on all of them, but it's just good music.
Okay.
Like he really don't have no lyrics like that.
Okay, but who you think technically is a better rapper?
Dame,
Okay.
he has better punchlines. Yes,
Punchlines, double
He's a
entendre,
yeah.
subs like meanings or whatever like that. Metaphors. I think, yes, Shaq has a legitimate career as a rapper,
Mm-hmm.
and that's more than any other NBA player come like a legitimacy because yes, he did win platinum, a couple goals.
except my dog Master P, Percy Miller.
But we're talking about. I mean,
just joking, I'm just
that's a
joking.
cheat code right there. Because Master P, you know what I'm saying? He proved he could make the NBA, but he wasn't a guy like on an Iverson or a
Yeah.
Kobe who tried to put out music. Who else?
Don't bring up Kobe.
Chris
please,
Webber.
dog.
I
You
think
keep doing
put
that
out
shit,
some.
bro. You
Hey,
keep
hey,
doing
come
that
on,
shit.
man.
Jason Kidd came out with some music.
Really?
Gary
Jason Kidd?
Payton,
Hey.
Tony Parker.
Although yeah, he French rap, Jesus Christ.
that was brutal.
Let's not.
That was brutal.
I mean, if we could translate it, maybe the punchlines ain't too.
but
the lyrics
it was
ain't
just
bad.
the flow was just bad.
I still can't take
and you know,
French rap
and you know, French people they have that like they have that shit in their throat, like so.
Yeah.
Then like when he's rapping, like it just sounded really weird.
I wish French rap just didn't sound so soft, but it
Yeah.
does. I'm sorry, my French fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Y'all have embraced hip hop just like the rest of the world has.
I ain't tell you.
What?
I have a cousin that lives in France, and so that nigga was trying to like, he was trying to like
Rap.
show me like some French rappers, and then the song that he put, I was like, "Niggas, this is Tony Parker, dog. Don't take this shit off. You really playing Tony Parker like I wouldn't notice? Like I know that nigga voice.
Like the Knicks
Get
got
shit
Frank-
outta here.
The Knicks, we have Frank Ntilikina, and you see him when he puts on his shades with his crew, and they try to like dap up and put up signs and French rap, and I get it.
It
Like
just looks so
he came
weird.
up- it just looks weird. You know what I'm saying? But back to the overall point, I think Shaq. He put out enough body of work where he had a legitimate career as a rapper, and he did songs with rappers like and Dame is a more like independent guy, like also in the era where Dame didn't have a major label putting a whole bunch of money into it. Like
Well, Shaq already had money. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
but when Shaq first came into the league as a rookie in the 90s, that was big money with record deals, so he had that kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Dame is, I'm a millionaire, and now I want to put the summers into my music, and I'm going to promote it and work on it myself. Like,
And that's why he can't get past the second round.
because I guess Dame is just not putting in enough work.
Yep.
So I get why you could say Shaq went. I just felt like I wasn't impressed by the bars that Shaq did, and I thought the beat was old, and he just sounded like an old guy. Like,
I mean, he's an old guy.
but not all the rappers who are that age sound like old guys though.
And then you try to bring up Jay-Z, but I'm like, Jay-Z still like
one of the greatest.
He's one of the greatest. So you really can't compare him to Jay-Z, really.
Okay, what about Rick Ross? Rick Ross is in his 40s. He don't sound
Yeah.
like an old guy.
I mean,
He sound grown, but not like a. Shaq sounded like old on the song. Like you heard that beat, and then the flow was old. Like the flow didn't even sound like it could
yeah,
work
his
in the
flow
time.
stays the same.
It was very, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not trying to say Shaq is whack. I don't think Shaq is whack. Shaq could definitely spit on, as far as comparing NBA players.
Honestly, man, I think
Is Tony going to revert his
No,
statement?
you got me fucked
I
up,
thought
but-
I almost had him, Haley.
No.
I almost had him.
But I think my thing is like Shaq is like Chappelle to me,
You can't do no wrong.
except when it comes to Kobe.
Nah, he told Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
I don't care.
Kobe couldn't do it without me.
And then he went ahead and won too. Like if anything, he motivated Kobe.
Yeah, but you didn't know what we were going to take from that song. All Shaq did was just get on stage and make fun of the nigga for losing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
That's fine.
it holds. It works because at that
And
time,
you couldn't play half a season because your fucking pinky toe hurt. You fucking care. This nigga play with a separated shoulder. Play with his fucking left hand.
that Tony's feelings
Man.
loyalty to Kobe comes
Listen,
up.
yeah, you listen. I will
We gotta
ride
do a
for
day
Shaq.
where we review Kobe's album that never got released.
No, we're not doing that. I won't show up that day. You do that shit by yourself. I won't show up, nigga.
Can't take the hits no more. Can't take the hits no more.
Oh my fucking that shit.
Y'all should listen to Kobe's album or the duet he did with Brian McKnight or
Oh
Tyra
my
Banks.
god, was it Tyra Banks on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
My blood boils when you speak. Something. I'm like,
But I listened to him on that podcast with Knuckleheads with Darius Miles
yeah,
Marissa,
and Q Rich.
I do like what he had to say about. He used it as an outlet. Like he just loved rap. He grew up in rap. It was an outlet for him to write, and he broke down that technically at the core of it, rap is a form of poetry, and it was just a muscle that he was exercising to get to where he is now, where he's writing children's books and telling stories. So I do like the journey, and sometimes you got to experiment, and you look in retrospect,
and look stupid.
it
for a small amount of time.
He took some L's, but on the public image side, but he don't care about that. He's locked in. He does what he wants to do.
He really doesn't.
So I mean, what did you feel like Twitter, non-biased? What did you feel like Twitter? Who do you think Twitter went with the Dame Shaq thing?
A lot of people went with Dame, but
Okay.
then what I noticed is it was a lot of young people that went with Dame, and like a lot of the older people went with Shaq. Like for example, if you were watching ESPN, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp went with Shaq.
Really?
But then again, Shannon is like me; he's biased with Shaq.
Right. Okay.
And then I can't take anything Skip says about hip hop serious. I don't even know how much hip hop he listens to. So
Right. Oh, I mean, okay. So I could say I think it was enjoyable. It was fun that like fucking two heavyweight heavyweight basketball players with Shaq, who's a legend, one of the greatest centers of all time, greatest players of all time, and Dame, who's one of the best point guards and players in the NBA, just actually fucking went at each other. Like I don't think we've ever had like legit rap beef, where they guys put out songs. So to be in this time where we can get that kind of shit, and that whole morning was lit. Like and Dame put out another record, so maybe listen to that and see how he does on that one.
yeah.
So moving on, NBA preseason is happening. Teams have had their training camp week. They've been scrimmaging. I think Lakers, they actually play Golden State today at 5 o'clock on TNT. So how you been keeping up with what's going on in training camp? How you feeling about your Lakers?
I fuck with him. Cool's still hurt, so like I don't know like how that's how long he's gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
But did you see the alley oop that Lonzo threw to Zion?
The head off the backboard?
Yeah,
That
and
was
like
crazy.
he dunked it. Like,
Damn.
yeah, it was a good dunk, but it's like they've been playing it all over ESPN. Twitter. I'm like, all right, man, fuck. What do you expect? The man dunked all throughout high school, college. Well, you think he wasn't going to do it in the NBA? It's the same shit.
It's think about the coordination that it takes from a half court out of bounds play to knock it off glass and you to be able to go up there and get it. Like, come on, how many?
It was a bad pass. And he just happened to finish.
He saved the bad pass.
Yeah,
And that's what
saved it.
elite athletes can do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still impressive. Think about how often we've been in the gym and when we see dunks manifest and whatever. Like, you don't see that too often.
I just feel like ESPN has the habit of like just
Of course.
they just be hyping shit. For example,
Because they got to get people to watch.
Pat Mahomes, right? Mm-hmm. Great football player. Nigga throws a pass. He fits it in between two defenders. His receiver catches it. It's ESPN top 10. Matt Stafford makes the same fucking pass for a touchdown, right?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
And do you consider Stafford better than Mahomes? Or is
He's
Mahomes,
not better than Mahomes, but he is he at one
He's
point.
back for the Lions?
Yeah, at one point before like the Lions just fell apart, he was like he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. You know what I mean? He was up there.
Who's Mahomes play for?
The Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs. Okay.
So it's like, yeah, it's a nice pass, but it's like this nigga's been doing that.
You got to understand this hype that Zion is coming in with is like on that LeBron. Anthony Davis had that hype because he was legitimate number one pick. There's nobody to question that. But AD is not an above the rim highlight reel. And when they
He's
have
also 6'11". Like it doesn't look as nice.
Yeah, when anybody who comes into the league as a wing to like short big, a 6'6" to I'd say 6'9", I'd cap it. The way you can do things with a basketball, if you have like elite athleticism, is just gonna draw fans and attention. Like there's just a way you just are more exciting coming in as a product. And Zion fits that bill as a guy he's a undersized big, but he's at the height where the dunks look super impressive and he's explosive. So, and he was, he was a viral guy before he came to Duke, and then he was on Duke on TV like all the time. So they're just banking off the Zion hype train, and it's just like, is this going to draw more attention to the league, to New Orleans? You got to ride with a guy like that because it's like, the number one picks he's had, like, Ben Simmons is good to watch, and he's kind of box office. He will be getting there, but Zion off the rip is box office. Like the way Derrick Rose came in. You know what I'm saying? Who else was box office? Like, LeBron. Who's the number one pick last year in the draft? 2018. It was DeAndre Ayton is a good talent, but he's not box office. You know what I'm saying? So it's just when you have a guy who's like that who has that build, the wing, and just the way Zion looks, also with how he's strong, but then he could jump so high. You just gotta ride that wave, man. Because we gotta think about like the future. Who our next stars going into after LeBron leaves? You gotta market a guy like Zion now. You know what I mean?
You think Brandon Ingram gets better or worse?
Oh, better. The only thing that's stopping him is health. But he's got when you watch him play, like you could see what he was doing last year. He's a playmaker. He needs the ball in his hands to be more effective. He's not as good off the ball. New Orleans got to figure out their shooting. Like they got a couple shooters, but then it's like, how do they make it work with Drew and Lonzo or whatever? But I think they all are fine to give him the ball. So I think he'll be the crunch time guy. Like when the game slows down, 5 minutes left, 3 minutes left, they're gonna depend on Ingram to get the half court offense going and to kick out or do whatever because he's the guy that wants the ball in his hands, and I think he works with them because Zion is a guy who he's not gonna be the clutch guy, but he'll get you points, but you just get him the ball. Drew is good, but I don't think Drew wants to be the closer. I think Brandon wants to be the closer, and he was balling before he had that clock issue. What you think? You keeping up with him? You feel like you want to
because I've been following him on the Lakers, and there's something about him I don't like.
Ingram?
Yeah, it was the same thing with Julius Randle. Like Julius Randle used to get buckets, but it just looked ugly.
Well, all right, it's a look thing. That's
no.
That's
but I'm saying Brandon Ingram, like,
yeah.
They said they kind of compare him to KD because he's lanky and like he can dribble the ball a little bit, but it's like you can't be compared to KD when your shooting percentage, when you're shooting the ball, is not very high.
Yeah.
His free throws is like 62%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I'd be watching him. I'd be watching because like he can get to the hole. He lanky, so he can get the layups off, but
and get off the dribble. She can shoot off the dribble.
He can shoot off the dribble, but it's not efficient.
Yeah, I mean, KD was a way better shooter, and I think KD is a better athlete. So it's like poor man's.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But think about it, right? KD at his God-given talent with the work ethic peaked as an MVP player, probably arguably top 15 all time, one of the most efficient scorers in history. So if you become a poor man's KD, that's like saying he probably could maybe make an All-Star. He could probably make a few All-Star games, maybe not average 30 a game, maybe like 25 and 5. Decent defense because there's certain things that he can't do on KD's level, so that's why the numbers will be lower. But if he turns out as a 25 and 5 guy for like 10 years, that's pretty good, right?
I guess. I mean, what did he average last year?
Something close to that.
Oh no, see,
what did he average last year?
Well, no, that's his career stats, 14. I think Kuzma's averaging more than him.
Yeah, because Kuzma was gunning. He's just a gunner.
And,
but Ingram likes to pass,
and he can play off the ball.
Yeah. I think, I think Kuzma would be he'd be the number 3 guy this year.
Yeah, last season
he was averaging 18 a game.
18,
49 off the field. That's pretty. He's getting
not
better
bad.
and better.
It's not bad.
I think he'll have a good season. If he's healthy, I think they're gonna need him. They're gonna need him. Honestly, I think as long as he keeps working on that 3-point shot too, where he could just spot up and be a better,
Yeah, he needs to work.
Threat.
He needs to work on that 3.
Yeah. So, but LeBron AD is looking fun. Dwight Howard, they say he's looking really good. You watch some of that.
Oh, that's another thing, man.
The secret weapon.
Like the thing is, like niggas like me, like, oh, Dwight gonna come in there, he gonna ball. But then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, remember when Dwight? I think he was like in the running for MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That was 10 years ago, dog.
It was. It's been a long time since Dwight was considered like one of the best players in the game. But 2 years ago for Charlotte, he averaged like 16 and 12 and 2 blocks, and he played 79 games. So that's not far removed. You know what I mean? I mean, last year was a really horrible year for him, but I think he can recover.
Terrible year.
You're playing behind JaVale. I mean, he had that injury with the butt and the gluteus and some some public image related things. You know,
Injury with the butt.
the butt issue. He had the butt issue.
I'm sorry. Haley. You should have seen her face. She was,
The levels.
the levels are spiking.
I really believe it. I believe that Dwight can recover if he's healthy and if he got his head focused. Like playing behind JaVale is just like all you have to do is just go all out for 20 minutes.
I really don't think he should play behind JaVale.
No. He, as far as if you break down talent, he's a better talent. But I think the thing is like you got to prove yourself. So it's JaVale's job to lose.
Yeah.
Like because of where Dwight is at in his career, because of just the scandals and the injury stuff and just the public image. He has to get it. He's not in the position where I can dictate what my role is.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to work your way up. And if you beating JaVale, coach is gonna have to be like, all right, Dwight's a better talent, and his body's good, so he can stay out on the court longer. We start him. Maybe by playoffs, you know what I'm saying? He could be starting by JaVale. But it's not too bad to have two guys who are kind of like the same athlete. They just near 7 foot. They run and jump, block shots, protect the rim, lob threats. You know what I'm saying? So the Lakers are gonna be good, man.
I'm just scared of the Clippers, bro. And that's crazy that I'm saying that.
You scared?
Nigga, you got 3 of the best defenders in the league.
Pat Bev, Kawhi, PG, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but who do they got to guard AD, though?
Nobody. But you got 2 niggas that go both ways. That play both ways. You know what I'm saying?
They do what? No, I think as far my thing is with them, and if they're in a playoff series, if it's Lakers Clippers like conference finals, those two are definitely going to spend their energies trying to wear down LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who their answer is for AD. Like they have fucking Zubac, Montrezl Harrell. Who like?
I got a story about Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, word? You want to use this podcast to talk about it?
Okay.
Talk about Montrezl?
Nigga, come see me if you want to.
Oh shit! Wow, you calling out Montrezl? That nigga's scary, man.
No, he's scary, but you know what I mean,
Yeah.
I'm home.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the neighborhood, dog. I'm from here. I'm from here. He live here.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
But
Big facts.
you know how they got the preseason in Hawaii, right?
Right.
So my homegirl, this chick that I used to talk to, she hits me up and she goes, "Guess who tried to talk to me?" I'm like who? And she sends me this nigga's picture.
This is the pose that Damn, we really showing Montrezl out here. But name's protected though. The name is protected.
Yep. But yeah. And I was like, yeah, this nigga tried to talk to you. She's like, yeah, he couldn't. He's like, he saw my ass and was like, he was just like fixated on it. But he thought like,
How did you see her ass?
her ass is fat. Like it's really fat.
Like she was doing laundry?
No, she was there watching the game.
Oh, watching
and like, I
the
guess
game.
she was walking back and forth.
Walking. Okay.
Yeah, so
ass
she-
to the seat. No.
So like, she probably walking to the bathroom or something, and he just saw.
And he was like, "You, I
Yeah.
want you."
So like, yeah, I was like, so what you gonna do? Like, you gonna try to get him for some money? I was like, get some money for us. Shit, do something. And she's like, nah, like he just wants to fuck. I know. I'm like, so
Yeah.
get the money.
Yeah, tell him I need a bill. I need my rent paid. That's
But
all.
yeah, she said like they hung out like once or twice or whatever. But I just think it's funny, man. Like you got celebrities that holler at just regular people.
I wouldn't consider Montrezl a celebrity.
I mean, no, but he's an NBA. He's a millionaire.
yeah, he's a
you know what I'm saying? Like
millionaire. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You have millionaires,
Millionaires, yeah.
guys who are like up there, like in the spotlight and shit. Like, cause you know he's pretty known in the league.
Yeah, in the league, yeah.
So it's like you got people like that, and they holler at regular people. So it's like, damn, dog, my girl not safe. This nigga can just try to holler at her. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what sucks? We can't have this conversation about like WNBA players trying to hit on us and take us out and trying to get money out of them.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen, dog.
It's like, Diana Taurasi, she was clocking a nigga. She see my ass when I was walking to the bathroom.
Yeah, man, Candace Parker, man, she just won't stop liking my pics.
Right. Candace, baby. I'm here.
Who's the one that used to play for UConn? Maya Moore.
Maya Moore.
Oh man,
She was pretty.
that was my baby, man. The only thing is, though, her sideburns are like longer than mine. I was like, you got to line them up or something. Like, do something. Like, you can't have the sideburns.
Line up the burns.
Like, because they were thick too. Like, they look like it was like lamb chocks.
Sky. What's her name? Sky.
Skylar Diggins.
She's pretty.
Skylar Diggins.
Yeah.
She's the one her news had leaked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her news had leaked.
What do I? What website?
And there's one right now. I saw her on Twitter. I forgot her name. She like 6'9", but when you see her on Instagram, like, cause she doesn't have no basketball shit on Instagram.
Okay.
She looks like a Instagram model.
Oh, nice.
And then like when you like finally see her, like she's 6'9" and plays in the WNBA, you're like, oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Where's the girl that was on Instagram? Like, yeah, and she's good as fuck too.
What about Brittany Griner?
Nah, dog. That is
You gotta let Brittany put the strap on. And
When
do
I
it to you
first-
for some rent.
when I first seen her on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, and like if you close your eyes, she literally sounds like a young man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, and she is, but she balling though.
Brittany's a
Like, and she in high school, it wasn't even fair to like have her there.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
she
mean?
was
Like it was one of those like Tyson Chandler situations.
You know who I'm like invested in seeing if they become WNBA superstars? Kobe's daughters.
They look good now.
Yeah, for 12, 13-year-olds, right? They're going into high school. Are they older than that, or what's his oldest?
I think the oldest is in high school, might be a freshman.
I feel like she probably could make the pros.
Yeah.
If she keeps growing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool just to see, like, because people would just go to watch, because it's just, she's going to help the WNBA, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's like royalty, NBA royalty, and she's fucking hooping. Like hearing Kobe talk about coaching her sounds just like, sounds dope. So I think she could definitely make some noise for the league.
Yeah.
So let's get into, what are you going to show me?
Nah, because I was looking at something the other day. They were showing something about Tyson Chandler, and they're saying in high school, because you know you went to Dominguez High in Compton, so they're saying this man averaged 28 points, 16 rebounds, and like 13 blocks a game.
Yeah, he was swatting everything.
Some crazy shit. I'm like, dog, that man, and like if you think about Tyson Chandler's career, like off the surface of it,
Good career.
just off the surface, people are like, he's a good player, but. He's a champion.
Defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year.
I think one or two All-Stars.
Yeah, 1 or 2 All-Stars.
All defensive teams.
And he played like 18 seasons.
Yeah, he's going into another
He
one.
came straight out of high school.
Great career.
That nigga had a great career.
It's crazy because the first like maybe 4 or 5 years, he was trying to find his place in the league in Chicago. And this is why they say you got to be patient with the high school kids, because even if his 3-4 years or first 3-4 years are rough, when he's starting to figure shit out, he's only 22, 23. And you still got you're 23 with 4 years of NBA experience going against grown men.
26, 15, and 8 blocks a game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was a gifted athlete. He could jump, and he was like 7 feet. And
Yeah, he was 7 foot
super bouncy
and can jump.
and quick, very quick.
You remember them fucking mixtapes that we used to watch, the One Love video?
DVDs, yeah.
Dog, he was in all three.
Head at the rim.
Head at the rim. Like nothing gets past him.
Nah.
He's swatting everything.
He just had to get stronger, and he eventually did. He was never like a muscle guy, but yeah, he's had a great career. And it's just like one of those things. It's like he found his niche, and he just kept working at it. Just defense, finishing. When he got with a great point guard like Chris Paul turned him into like an alley-oop threat, and then you learn how you can use big rim running bigs.
On the Hornets.
On the Hornets, and then the Dallas playing with Jason Kidd, he helped them win the title, and then he got help with the Knicks, our best season in like 20 years. That was the year we won 50 games and went to the second round. No, Tyson was a good player, man.
You know what they say? The rumor has it, right, that if you watch Coach Carter, you remember Ty Crane? They were saying that guy,
yeah, kind of based off of
is based off Tyson Chandler.
Okay,
like it wasn't supposed to be Tyson Chandler,
right.
But it was based off of him.
Yeah, kind of like
the hype and what he was doing in high school and how they had to like play against.
Remember the reporter who was like, "There wasn't Ty Crane, who might be the next LeBron James."
There's only one Ty Crane.
There's only one Ty Crane. Coach Carter was good, man. We ain't had a good feel good basketball movie in a minute. They ain't been doing no basketball movies, man.
They just fucking remaking everything.
That's true.
I heard they're gonna fucking remake Set It Off.
I did see some talks about that. All right, don't get, come on, don't get worked up, baby. It's okay.
I've had enough.
All right, guys, moving on. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to get into a little bit of
what was it?
serious topic. This
Amber.
Amber Guyver.
Is it,
Let's get the name right.
what's the bitch name, man?
Let's be pros.
Amber Geyer.
Geyer. I was close.
Who killed my dog Botham Jean, whose family is from Barbados, but they're Haitian.
Oh, interesting.
His last name is Jean. I mean,
Doesn't surprise me.
yeah, but his
All right,
family's
my
from,
condolences.
but
first off.
his heritage is Haitian. But yeah, she broke into this guy's house,
Thinking it was her apartment.
So she broke into
Allegedly.
allegedly broke into her own apartment, saw this guy in there, and killed him dead.
And she's a cop.
And yeah, she's a cop. One, I don't know how you break into your own apartment.
Yeah.
Because the way when they showed like the apartment on the news and stuff like that, it's one of those apartments that you need like a special key, almost like a hotel, right?
Like a master key.
Like a master key. You put it in like a little hole.
Right.
It reads the key. It's like, oh, okay, this is your key. And then you go in. And it locks behind you. So, first of all, she had to break in. Right.
Yeah.
She goes into the house. This guy comes out like, "Hey, what are you doing in my house?" And she fucking kills him dead. He doesn't own any weapons. So
sad. That's very, very disturbing.
now, with that being said,
Yeah.
she got
10 years.
She got 10 years, right, for murder. 10 years for murder. I know I got people, my own friends, that's doing more than 10 for weed. You know what I mean? Non-violent offense.
Right.
They doing more time than that. You know what I'm saying?
And that caused the first piece of just huge disappointment at the judicial system for only giving her 10 years for clearly murdering a guy you found guilty. Like there's no, alleged thing.
Listen.
She was responsible for killing.
Let me put this in perspective, right? TK, the rapper, the one who made the song, did the race and all that shit. Like he was on the run, and then he made like a song about it, put out a music video and all that shit. He was involved with a murder with his friends, right?
Right.
He's not the trigger man, but he was with them.
Right.
He got 55 years.
As an accessory.
16 years old in the same state,
Same state.
but he's not the trigger man.
What state was this?
Texas.
Texas. Okay.
He's not the trigger man though. He was just an accessory.
Right.
He got 55.
Crazy.
She shot the man
Guess 10.
and got 10.
White woman.
Right?
I mean, we already probably figured that, but
Everybody's like, oh,
Gotta go away.
majority black jury. They're going to send her away for 100 years. The judge was black. They're going to send her away for 100 years. Yeah, right. The judge, after they convicted her, hugged her.
Gets
off the podium and hugs her. I can't get a hug for getting a fucking parking ticket. You know what I mean?
Right.
She killed somebody. You going to hug her?
And this is where it becomes problematic, and there's a divide in the black community because there are some folks in the black community who are very strong in religion and into the church, and they try to practice some of the teachings which has a very strong hold on forgiveness.
Yeah.
But there comes a point where you have to and they made the decision. I mean, that's what they felt was the right thing to do, was to forgive somebody for shooting an unarmed person who didn't commit any kind of crimes. But it's hard to take that in considering all the injustices against black people that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
For you to publicly, be responsible for only putting somebody away for 10 years and not punishing them to the extent of the law.
And she's probably only going to do 5.
And get off for good behavior or probation or something like
parole.
that. So we know that the system, there's a racial bias in the system when it comes to crime. A black person and a white person or whoever can commit the same crime, and the person of color will always get a way harsher penalty. And then just to see the optics of you hugging this woman and telling her it's okay and forgive, a lot of people find that there's coonery in that. I don't know if coonery is the word. I just feel like it's
weird to me,
very
dog.
sheepish to want to forgive, but if that's their truth, that they feel like forgiving them can help them or whatever, and they deserve a second chance because of the really foul mistake they made. I mean, it's hard not to question it.
I can understand a mistake, but I don't believe it was a mistake. That's my problem.
You personally, right?
Yeah. If I really believe it was a mistake, then I can probably come to some grounds like, you know what, you fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hate you because you really made a mistake. You know what I mean?
But
me personally, I can't believe it's a mistake because how the fuck do you not know your own She was on the wrong fucking floor.
Yeah, it's so fishy and suspect, that whole thing of just
And
you going
supposedly-
into somebody else's apartment and then killing them, not questioning them, not trying to figure out, hey, am I in the right place? Oh,
just
not.
shot.
I'm sorry. Let me get out of this apartment because it's not mine. You decided to just pull out your gun and shoot somebody. So yeah, I don't know how we move forward because it's like everybody wants to just do a whole thing of a case by case. Everything is a specific individual case. Nothing is tied together or related together.
It's hard.
It's super hard because we just know that there's just going to be more injustices, more foul shit against black people that keep happening, and it just doesn't feel like any kind of justice will be served.
You heard what they saying about the brother, right? You saw the brother hugged her?
No,
and forgave her?
fill me in on that.
So there was like a video of like after she was convicted and she's going away, the brother had came up to her and hugged her and was like, "Oh, I forgive you," and all that stuff. Everybody's like, "Oh, the brother, why would he do that? You know what I mean? This lady killed your brother in cold blood. Why you hugging her?" I'm like, listen, man, that man is Haitian. That is an exchange of voodoo powers. They did voodoo, and he is transferring the voodoo onto her. I'm telling you,
Did
man.
he put the doll in her pocket? Why? It was like,
She's not gonna make it out of jail, dog. He put that voodoo on her, and like how people in Miami say they put that woo on her.
Move on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let's get real. Could you personally forgive somebody like that if this happened to like your brother? Could you find it in your heart to forgive somebody who did what she did?
Absolutely not.
There's no way you're forgiven. The hate is in your heart forever,
Yeah, because
or the pain is in your heart forever.
because my brother's not coming back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if it was a mistake, I can forgive. If it was, but I truly don't believe it was a mistake. I believe there's something else involved because supposedly, like when you read the backstory and all that shit, they had like a history together. Supposedly they dated or something like
Wait,
that.
really?
Yeah, there's like a history behind that.
So she knew him.
Yes, there's a history behind that.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? So
These details.
with all of that shit, you're like,
Why would you kill him?
what the fuck? How do y'all not?
Yeah.
Whatever,
And you
man,
only
but-
get 10 years.
Yeah, but like I said,
Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can forgive. I don't know, man. I believe violence is sometimes necessary, and I wouldn't be sad if something happened to her in prison. You know what I mean?
I doubt it though. So
Yeah.
women's prisons are not as violent as male prisons.
Yeah,
Niggas in male prison, they fight for no reason. They fight for sport.
yeah,
Like that shit is weird. I saw a video the other day. The dude was in prison. He had a fucking a makeshift knife. She was like a sword, and the blade was this fucking long. I said, "How the fuck did you make that in jail? The blade was this long."
Shawshank.
Like, man, you've been behind them bars for so long, though. You just become creative. About to be done anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I just
Yeah, that case is really hard to like not to unsee. Like you just can't. The details that we've been given, and then to just fucking just that shit to just happen like that, like in this climate, like how 10 years? Like, come on, Judge.
before we close out or
Yeah.
whatever, I got one more thing I want to
ahead.
bring up. Supposedly in Philly, they're passing a law or a bill where they will have safe injection sites. Do you know what this is? Like, so people who are hooked to like heroin and shit like that, they have safe sites so they can inject heroin, but under supervision, right? Which I get it because
Babysitting junkies? Like
no, I get it because when you are addicted to some shit like that,
Right.
not taking it can kill you.
because of the cold turkey shit.
Yeah, because of the withdrawal and
Yeah.
the effect that it takes on your body. So you have to little by little
Get off of it.
get off of it. But in the 70s and in the 80s, when black people were fucking addicted to fucking crack, you have fucking Ronald Reagan come in here with the fucking war on drugs and sent people, right, fathers, to jail for 10, 20, 30 years and got these kids growing up with no fucking daddy, single parent household. The mother can't take care of all four of these kids. They poor. That leads into these kids getting into doing drugs or selling drugs in order to survive. Like, you just fucked up like a whole generation of people with that fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like trying to help them, you just fucking sent them away. But now that these people are addicted to heroin, oh, let's baby them now. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't fucking baby them. You didn't baby us 30, 40 years ago. No, don't fucking baby them. Throw their ass in jail. They'll get off it in there.
Yeah.
Ain't no drugs in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it goes to. When we bring into some comedy before we wrap, like with Chappelle, where he's talking about how he just didn't feel any remorse for the meth
Just say
heads
no.
in the Middle West.
Just say no.
And the opioid epidemic.
Yeah, just say no. Like just like how you told us, just say no to drugs.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're addicted. I don't care. I don't care if you're going through withdrawals. You know what I mean? And your teeth chattering, and your skin looks flushed because you haven't done heroin in like 2-3 hours. I don't care. I don't care that you got
And have a nice
cold
shower.
sweats and shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just say no. Just like how you told us to say no to crack. Just say no.
Dare to be different is what we're trying to say. So yeah, before we wrap, I guess let's just plug the socials. You know, we got intense today. We had some real talk today.
Yep.
I feel proud of us. You know, we balanced the humor with some substance. You know, I think. But I couldn't like not talk about this.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just like. Yeah, it was just hard to like not forget that this happened. You know what I mean? It's just some things just stick out more than others. So I always like, you know, I'm glad we could talk about that. And,
Yeah, so,
what you got? So yeah, plug the show and then plug your socials.
So, like I said, McFadden Public Market in Santa Ana, which is in Orange County. Show starts at 8:30. It's a free show.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of comics on there, including myself. Paul is hosting the show. It's going to be my first 10 minutes, guys. So if y'all are out there, come check me out. I got some good material that I've been working on. Y'all can also follow me at on Instagram at TYSTERLIN, Ty Sterling, and on Twitter, Bones of Comedy or Comedy Bones.
There's only one Bones.
Yeah.
There can only be one. No, yeah, man, we got a couple of dates to announce just to get the promo going. October 20th, the Black Twitter Show returns to UCB Intersective Cafe. So Cornbread Kitchen giving you some funny sketch and improv. It's actually going to be our 2-year anniversary as a group. So we celebrating. We got some special guests, so we're hoping to have come by and rock out with us. So make sure you come to the Black Twitter Show, October 20th, Sunday at UCB, 8:30. October 24th, we got the Half and Half Comedy Show at the Sycamore Tavern, upstairs room, the dojo room. You know, this is, I'm happy to just have another one. Last week's show was pretty fun. Zainab and Clayton rocked out. This month we have Lulu Gonzalez from Revolt's Funny AF.
I'm not going to
Instagram.
that one.
Why you not?
You remember what happened last time I showed up to a show and Lulu did some comedy?
But she didn't know it was you.
She pointed me out. She's like, yeah, I can't date niggas with rips in their jeans. And then as soon as she said, I try to hide my jeans. And she's like, nah, nigga, I saw you. She's like, your jeans tighter than mine. I was like, oh, here it go. She just started going in. It's cool though. Like I like that type of shit.
Tell me was with the shits. No, Lulu's really funny. You know, also social media star. She's been doing her thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, she was in the Vine wave. And she's just, you know, killing it out here. So I wanted to have her rock out, and also from New York. So that's always gonna be cool. And we also have Jessica Michelle Singleton. I've been friends with her for a long time, and she's really, really funny. Like, she's a road warrior. Like, does her own tours. She's put out some comedy albums. I think she's been on a couple of TV things like Comedy Central or whatnot like that. But she's like, we're just really, really funny and zany, and just like, I don't know too many comics who just has the life that she's lived, and she just has really fucking weird and dope shit that she talks about on stage. So I'm happy to have her on. Hadia's back in the fold, and we're also gonna have our producer, who's also in the building with us, do some stand up, Haley Hackett. So Haley,
H squared.
H squared, baby. So Haley, we're looking forward to seeing Haley rock out. I've never seen Haley perform stand up, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see her and see what she got. So make sure you follow.
Just let me know when Lulu comes on so that I can show up after.
Right. Well, yeah. So make sure y'all follow at Half Half Comedy. Follow at Cornbread Kitchen on Instagram. And then follow me at Nick of Comedy, NICKOFCOMEDY for everything, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and just keep up with all the shows and information. So yeah, thank you guys. This is another episode. Most importantly, follow at For The Culture Live. Download, subscribe, rate. The more you rate and give us, you know, feedback, the more the show takes off. So we trying to top 38 views this time. We want 47. We want 69. We want 1,300. We want 2,000.
We don't want
listeners.
6'9". We don't want 6'9".
We don't want 6'9", but we want more. We want more listeners than 6'9". So yeah, I'm Nick Alexander.
Your boy Ty Sterling.
Peace.
Peace.